am Lice.
And I am Scandal.
And let's play a game together. So
Woo!
this is going to be a really quick discussion at the beginning here of going, this game has so many components to it that we're going to try and define a good way to approach it, because there's so many different things, and we don't want to be doing like just lots of like functional stuff on screen. We want to do mostly story on screen.
Right.
Like, that's our intention. So we're going to try a couple of different things and see how it goes, because we really do want to share like the story part of the game with you, and not necessarily have us collecting like all of our bonuses and all of our rewards every time you visit us, even though we'd love to visit with you.
Right?
Like, we like hanging out.
Hanging out, especially in these times of the coronavirus.
Where you're all stuck indoors going, thanks. What am I going to do but watch 900 hours of YouTube?
Yay! I mean...
Well, if we could stream, we would hang out with you for 900 hours of YouTube, but
really
we can't
could.
do that yet.
So that's why you guys should head over to our Patreon.
Yes. And then eventually we can afford streaming and we can all talk to each other. How great would that be?
That would be fabulous.
Taboo! Okay, so we are thinking that we were just going to go through like some chats and see how that does for like the playfulness and fun of an episode. And we'll also do like other episodes where it's like just story progression through like the dance battle levels.
Right.
That's a plan. We'll see how this goes. If you have feedback, we'll take it.
Yeah, because honestly, there's so much in here in some cases, like
The breadth, the depth, the scope.
Well, it's also not necessarily like a lot. Like there's so many like tiny little things everywhere. Oh dear.
Holy crap. All right, let's look at this one, shall we? They just released the results. Oh, it's popularity contest. Don't care about the popularity contest.
Yeah, I don't care.
All right, so do you want to
Let's just stop at the very beginning. All right, let's just start at the top.
All right, we'll just start with Asmodeus.
Asmodeus.
All right, there we go.
Asmodeus.
All right, my drunk boy. He's like, mwah. How do you respond? Cool or lovey in some fashion?
Cool.
All right.
I like, again, like, sure, whatever.
Sure, I'll just be cool with you. He's like, mwah. Yes. All right, so I have just decided that Asmodeus is drunk constantly. That he's just slurring, offended, a little bit whiny. That's just who he is. That's what we're going to be doing here. We're just going to be like, all right, dude, we're just going to be like...
It's clicking.
Is it
You have to
loading?
click over here.
Oh, God,
it's loading
so hard. So much loading. You have to help me. You all can come to my room. No, or okay. Like, are you in trouble? Who knows? All right, my friend, what would you do, Mr. Man?
Mr. Man, going like, I want to ask why.
Why, right?
Like what? Why? This doesn't make any sense. I would ask the why. So if I don't have an answer though, being like, looks afraid, okay, and no.
Right.
The most I have then would be no.
Or you could do the, I don't know.
I'm gonna say no.
Say no. All right, no. All right, be adult, come to my room.
No.
No. All right.
This is not very complex. I need to have an option to ask questions.
You don't need to hold yourself back, you know? It's all right. You could totally just come hang with me. I've got beer. I'm actually going out soon. And this fastener is giving me so much trouble. I can't get it up by myself. You know, we have so many clothes in our wardrobes, and everyone's decided that we're doing like bondage today, and I can't get my coordinated outfit on. I could really use a good tug. I should mention that my back is extremely sensitive. The slightest touch, and well, let's just say it'll be hard to hold back from my back.
Is that really what they are also like? It seems like a lot of people are just going, what I desperately want is somebody who just unabashedly wants me. So I've noticed this in romance tropes all the time of going, what I really desperately want and what I like reading is someone who desperately wants the hell out of me. Now granted, I've written it before as a role player, but I'm also just like, there's a thing where you realize past the point of going, why? Why is that the one thing you're willing to throw everything else down is going, you desperately want me? They could be an asshole, they could be a jerk, they could treat you like crap, whatever.
But I'm wanted, so they are hot.
That's also going, that's really sad.
Do you like the feeling of being wanted, or do you like them?
Right?
And if you're just looking for the feeling of being wanted, it's, hey, hang on, sorry if I get too excited. So sorry if I get too excited. I didn't yet.
I apologize.
I say, that's all right, it's fine. It was still there, so I'm all right. I say, but that is that thing of going, you cannot build a stable relationship nor validate yourself effectively in a deeper way if you're only interested in the fact that they want you and that makes you feel good because you are wanted. Not because they specifically want you, but because you are being wanted by someone.
Right?
And it can be hard sometimes to parse that out, going, do I feel good because I feel wanted? Or do I feel good because this person themselves, who they are, makes me feel happy?
Right?
And they also want me, which is awesome and makes me feel good too.
Haboo.
Haboo! Haboo! We're going to be throwing a little party at Lucifer's house after class today. He is drunk. I was right. I got this.
Yes!
He is drunk. Lucifer's house after class today. Do you want to join us, man? Like, do you? Drunk breath.
What kind of party?
What kind of party? He's like, like I told you, coordinated bondage gear. We'll all be there. We'll all look hot, but you'll pay attention to me, right? Me? I will look better than all of them. Nothing special, just eating, drinking, dimming us, and gossiping the night away. Totally ordinary. I'm gonna die. I'll be there after class to pick you up. Who knows? You might find yourself with a new partner at the end of it all.
Okay, so I can't decide if basically they're trying to be like, no, he would totally be like basically your sort of gay best friend / be the one who's going, no, you can find a partner, look at me, because I'm all desperate.
Right? Or if he's like, I can hook you
why
up with
are these
anyone.
The character types that people find interesting?
Right?
Like, I'm like, it is interesting for me of going like, is it really just going like, you really just want to be wanted. This is all about them wanting you and you really having no interaction or no agency, and they just desperately want you.
We have very little agency here. Like, wow, Small has the most agency, I think, of any of the pro tags we've played.
Right?
In case you don't know, it's the My Mystic Dragon series that we're doing. Small has some personality. It's a little bit cool.
It's a little wild.
It's really different. Like, damn. Like, sometimes just going, that's what we're doing. We're doing that. There we go.
There it goes.
There it goes. All right. Man, by chance did Mammon and Levi happen to come by your room this morning, today? What day is it?
Okay, so I have to say, I'm having a hell of a time with this, personally.
What is he about?
Because I'm going like, okay, so if they did actually have somebody show up at some point, or these characters did actually show up or do something at some point, This game is not really doing very well at like showing us which chat is first or which one's second or like, when the chats are supposed to show up.
I'm also curious of going, do the chats affect each other? Like what you say to one, does it affect the other? Or are they each in their own void of basically going, if I tell you, yeah, they sure came by my room, one, that it will just affect his rating towards you, and that's a decision you've made for your own backstory.
Right?
And because you get to essentially choose. Sure, they totally did. Or you could be, like, I don't know this game well enough to know whether you'd be making something up, or whether you're basically given your own agency for backstory like you do in some bigger role-playing games where you get to decide who you are when someone asks you and you choose one of 3 or 4 backgrounds.
And that's the problem that I'm having here going like, are they trying to do that? Or is this just supposed to be random conversation you're allowed to have with characters? Because the thing is, again, it's character to be like, I don't care.
I still love the idea of like a 67-year-old man just being here and going, let me just try and process all this. Hold on. You'll never believe what those two were doing last night. So if you'd have seen them this morning, you would have known. They were planning to scare you awake, film the whole thing, post it, and watch the hits come rolling in, as Mammon put it. It actually sounded like fun, so I was going to join them, but I ended up oversleeping because of my hangover. I was worried that those two might have gone and had their fun without me. But you say they didn't come.
I mean, we haven't said anything. We've literally sent a sticker at you.
The sticker is like, what? Them? Huh? Meaning
like
maybe
it could mean any number of 9 billion things.
They must have come to their senses and decided to film me instead. Everyone knows how my beautiful face, even marred by the ghastly stretch marks of fear, will grant any video 1 million views. Easy. I love how this idea of views and going, we are the only people in here. It's just the brothers.
It's so funny.
And, Diavolo are the only people in here. Is he even in there? I was gonna say,
I think Diavolo's in there.
And that's it. So 1 million views means they'd all have to watch it like 79 million times.
Right? They were like, yes, I'm going to watch my brother. Which again, I'm like, so me curiously wondering, and this is again just for the level of where this is going, most of these basically harem stories, particularly if you're going to have a bunch of male characters around a assumed, I think in this case, woman character.
Which
or a
is
female
funny because we did
character.
not choose that at all.
Is usually the idea that they're going to tend to play off some levels of incest. with
or
each
like
other?
like suggested, incest kind of
Right.
thing. Oh, how exciting! But I didn't get to read my last line. Oh, better get back snug under the covers and wait for my impending arousal. By that I mean I'll arouse you from your sleep.
Ah!
All right, here we go.
Sorry, I keep tapping it because I expect it's going to take a while to load, because
That's
sometimes
fine.
it does take.
I
So
didn't
we've been
realize-
having a bit of a time for this thing
This
trying to
thing
get to load.
loads forever. It's got so many components it loads forever. But it's okay. Since it shows it on the other screen, I'm good.
Yes.
Summers in the human world are great. Do these conversations have anything to do with each other? So great that I wouldn't even bat an eye at the chance to live there. Temporarily, of course. Understanding humans is kind of a side hobby of mine. Man, do you like summer as much as I do?
I imagine if we're talking about somebody who's probably a boomer, they probably really enjoy the summer.
Oh,
honestly.
super.
Yeah.
Like, it is the, you see your grandkids, you
Uh-huh.
do your vacations.
We're going to say summer is the best, because I
You
was like,
bet.
that one I was like, no, actually, yeah.
Yep, you do that. That's the thing you do.
Uh-huh. You go to summer vacation. You really do everything during the summer. And you always are like, can I get my few months off for the summer?
Uh-huh. Or I do, that's when I use all my vacation stuff. The best of the best. Woo! The little, that's not a spider because it only has 4
6
legs.
legs.
Those are antennae even, maybe, the little black ones?
Oh, who knows?
So it doesn't have enough legs, but it's an interesting little puffball. The blinding sun, the sparkling sand, people covered up just enough to not be considered indecent. Hard to hold back the impulse to join in wherever
I'm
I
also
see
like,
them.
dude, if you really want people to be nude, just go to the naked beaches.
On the other hand, join in. Like, he also wants to be mostly naked. Or, play whatever they're doing or do whatever they're doing. Humans are so confusing. My cultural context is so low. I'm like, you're half naked. Me too. I have joined you.
Yay!
Let's be half naked in whatever this activity is together. Yeah. Think about it, man. Total freedom. The chance to be nearly as naked as the day you were born. Sounds like a good time to me. Man going, let me tell you about a nudist beach. It totally sounds like a good time. If only summer would pay the devildom a visit. We never dress nearly nude here. Harem is as close as we get. I keep trying to convince them to do coordinated swimsuits, but they keep saying it might be free copyright infringement. I don't even know what that means.
What does that mean? Honestly, I kind of want to go, yeah, I want summers in the devildom back. So again, there's a lot of people going, back in the day.
Like back in the day, like back in the
Back
time.
in the day.
The good old
like
days.
back home.
Yep.
Yes.
Because, back in the home, back in the day, when I was a young warthog. That's so hilarious. Little 3-legged crows are
They're
hilarious.
so funny
They're
to me.
very funny. I'm like, these emojis are just a riot. All right, we're
Right.
almost there.
Almost done.
Almost there.
It wears me out.
Man, have you already gotten to bed? Okay, I was going to say, I love that they actually display up at the top your battery level and your signal, reception.
Right.
It's so good because you're
It's
just
so funny.
watching your DDD, just power down slowly. But I wish there was a time of day up there so you knew, or timestamp for when these came in, because that'd be hilarious if he's like, 2 a.m. Have you gone to bed? That would be funnier. I'm about to go to bed myself, and don't you think it's lonely sleeping by yourself with no one to warm the spot next to you? My bed is freaking cold. Why is it always so cold in my room? I feel like someone tampered with my personal thermostat. I'm sorry. I'm just like,
No, I'm just I'm waiting for the end of this. Keep going. Just keep tugging. Because
So why don't we help each other out? One of my brothers might be pranking me. Either that, or they're trying to make an excuse to come imply they might cuddle me. Because that could be hot based on the whole semi-incest. You like more guys, therefore guys with guys is hot. If you're attracted to guys, I sounded really self-aware. I might be really drunk.
really drunk. Okay,
Really
so I was going to
drunk.
say, this won't work out, because don't you understand that I am a boomer and I hate my partners in the end.
In the end, oh my gosh, so bad. No, we'd rather be sleeping in separate beds. It'd be great.
It'd be great.
Or a gigantic king bed where we don't have to get anywhere near each other.
Oh, it's hard to get to sleep with a pillow other than mine. Yeah, screw it.
That's
That's
hilarious.
as close as I'm going to get, because no.
Yep. Like, basically, if you don't have my perfect, awesome pillows, it's the My Pillow, it's the purple pillow, it's the whatever pillow.
I'm sorry, I need my pediatric pillow.
Exactly. I want my special $600 pediatric pillow. Excuse you.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, I'm sorry.
So-
my 4 payments of $19.95. Sorry.
Okay, I apologize. That is getting sort of picky, but there is a level of also just being like, there are some things that I feel like where people go, but you just need to buy more and have more and having the more of the more thing. And because I'm afraid that if I don't have more or if I don't have the right more, my life will be uncomfortable. And I'm not saying you don't deserve comfort when you're older at all. Dear
or at
God,
any time,
no.
really. At any time, you should have comfort if it is available to you.
Absolutely. There's just a level of going, we sometimes have so much basically like misinformation. A lot of people go, well, you should just trust them, and going, there is a lot of basically what advertising is trying to do is just trying to sell. It's not trying to necessarily give you the best product for you at all.
For your personal needs. They're trying to convince you that it is going to supply your personal needs, whatever those are. All right. Really? I don't mind if you bring it along. Don't think about it too hard. It'll be fun. You can come freeze in my room, but, keep my bed warm for me. Which I would like a lot.
Myself. Mine.
Oh, before I forget, I should mention that, as a rule, I sleep all natural, which means I don't shave anything. I mean naked. What do you humans call undressed anyway? I thought
Peeled? I sleep
peeled.
peeled.
Take off all of my human skin so you can see the voids and the tentacles and the eyeballs. It's really comfy.
That's beautiful.
God, I love it. I tend to sprawl a bit though, so if you get absorbed into some of the ether, just let me know. I'll pull you out.
That'd be great.
Mind the rules. You'll be punished. No touching my tentacles.
My tentacles.
My tentacles.
I actually really like Pokemon. I have 90 million tentacles.
No running into my abstract concept when it's undressed. I love the idea that they're demons that barely understand how to come off as human.
Honestly,
All right.
I would prefer it. It
We
would
totally
be great.
need to do one that's you now to round out this episode.
Oh, do we need to round out the episode?
Actually, what if we just do a short episode and then we just do another one? We just do a couple of short episodes.
Yeah, we could do that. So again, so this way we can kind of
Compartmentalize the game, help people sort out what they're interested in, and keep track of things.
Right, absolutely. So this will be the Asmodeus one. So thank you
Yes.
very much, guys, for joining us. If you like any of the content we do, please feel free to go check out our Patreon,
Like,
our
comment,
Ko-Fi.
subscribe. We love to hear from you. All
Yes, we will be here next time, especially because it's coronavirus. I should really not be celebrating that, but I don't know what else to do. I really
we're not-
hope you guys stay safe and
Yes,
take care of
please.
each other.
Yes,
also,
please.
please keep in mind also the other people who are around you as well. If you really do have a lot of items, I'm going to ask, please think about the people who really do have like immunocompromised systems, who are also older and also very young. Like babies really do struggle very hard too when it comes to diseases. So please
care for each other.
Care for each other.
Support
like
each other.
really.
All right, and I have been Scandal.
And it was great playing.
Lies. I've been lying. I forgot who I am. I'm sorry. I forgot who I am real quick. I was like,
You've
hang on.
become me.
I have.
It's okay.
I'm having
We've
a
become
crisis.
Excuse me.
Anyway.
We'll glitch into each other over here, y'all.
And it was great playing with you. Bye.